All right, today's another viewer special. Today is on nuances of anosognosia, part 2. Nuances of anosognosia, part 2 is a viewer especial. But before we get to the especial, please allow my brief prelude. I've conveniently recorded it for our mutual comfort, our mutual convenience, and of course, our mutual luxury. Does that make sense? I don't even know. I don't know. But you get the gist, right? It sounds like this. Hold on a second. You know what I'm talking about.
Hello there, my name is Robert Francis. You've stumbled on my Unconquering Schizophrenia YouTube channel, where me and the bird...
Mike the bird.
That's right. We talk schizophrenia.
We do.
This is the cut of my jib right here for reasons of my medical confidentiality.
That's true.
I'm a licensed clinical social worker times 15 years. That's a lot of gabbing and chatting. I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia for a score 5 and 1, and that puts a little gray fleck in my beard.
That's okay.
Thank you for joining me on my channel. Now to topic.
So I was asked, how do you reduce the distress of somebody who's delusional and has anosognosia? So they don't have any insight into their illness. They think they're the king of England, but they're not feeling well about it because of for example, a new law that they just passed isn't going over, and people are very upset. It's causing the king, or the person you're talking to with anosognosia, aka the king, at least he believes, he's in distress because the law that he passed isn't going over well. So how do you reduce the emotional distress of somebody with an active delusion and anosognosia? So you would just simply join the delusion. Well, what was the law? Tell me about the law. And they'll tell you about the law, and you'll be fascinated because you don't know where they're getting all this information and this creativity and this. It's psychotic, but fascinating. And you say, really? Well, maybe have you thought about maybe changing the law, something in the writing of the law, and you just join in and reason within the delusion. Is there something that you can do to reverse the law? Is there some way you could amend the law? And they'll be like, well, I didn't really consider that. Well, you could consider that. And then you reach a resolution and reduce the acuity of the emotional distress due to the delusion. And of course, at the end of it all, once it's resolved, I always add, yeah, and I don't know if you're the king of England. I don't see a robe, but I do it in a joking manner. I give them the reality feedback of the actual reality, but not in a confrontational manner and after all the other business is already resolved. Viewer Especial, nuances on anosognosia. It's kind of sophisticated, and but once you get used to it, it's easy to do, and it's definitely a therapeutic kind of skill. So that's a viewer special for today, and I appreciate those very much. So if you have any ideas for new videos, send them my way, and I'll get busy. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.